Howdy, folks. Welcome back to a progress update on Amur. And this is how things work out when they don't work out. Originally, it was just this one in the drink. Then I came up here with this one, thinking I would lay the bridge down and then pull this one out. And you see where it ended up. I was actually pulling this one, the bridge layer, with the Kraz Chabors. And with the Kraz Chabors, I drove right across, thinking it would just pull the bridge layer across. But the bridge layer got stuck on the edge of the ice, and that was all she wrote. What I'm thinking now that I have both of them stuck down here in the water, maybe I can winch from one to the other. No, they're too far apart. Holy Christ. See, I haven't made the winch longer, so it only goes like 15 feet. Otherwise, there'd be all kinds of shit to hook up to. Let's go over to the other vehicle and see if we can do anything different. Maybe we can go off the back of the bridge over to the Peterman. Nope, falls short. Of course it does. Oh, and there's nothing off the front of it. Look how short that is. Jesus. Absolute bullshit. All right. So with two trucks down here, can't do anything with either one of them. I have a second bridge layer right here laying on its side because it couldn't maneuver around this tree fall without laying over. Can't go around this side. So guess I'll show you what I did up here. This is part of a trailer pack. It articulates in the middle and can therefore take a longer load. It says that it only holds 4 pieces of freight. But I've got a Voron with a crane and a Kraz with a crane, both on it. And I wasn't planning on taking it anywhere like that. It was just more to show you what you can do with the trailer. Now, I suspect that the trailer is going to tip over and the trucks are going to end up on the ground, especially since this one is so far off center. And the Kraz is just plain so damn heavy. I don't know that the trailer's worth a damn or not. But we could try heading down there towards that other shit. I can't do this for more than about 10 more minutes because I have to be to work at 7 and it's almost 6. Oh, and that's right. I forgot about that. You can't steer it. There's so little weight left on the steer axles that you pretty much can't steer it worth a shit. So I figure when it falls apart, then I'll just use one of the crane trucks to go get the other shit. But I've been sitting here for 2 hours trying to get things to load right, to work right. I originally had a Tega with a trailer behind it. I had the Tega on the front half and the trailer on the back half. But then it won't pack the trailer. It will only pack motorized vehicles. So it's worthless to haul a truck and a trailer. I gotta get up here on the front so I can see where the fuck I'm going. I'm actually surprised it's lasted this long. But there's a tree fall up here that you cannot simply go across. I don't think it matters if I went across the ice this way and came up this side because you've got shore collapse right there. You'd have to go all the way around, come down here, get on the road that goes past unlucky linemen, and then come down here. See, where I'm trying to put the bridge across is here, and then to here and then across here. But the first one's in the drink, the second one's stuck over here, and I don't even have a third one down here yet. So it's pretty much a waste of time. Could I get past the tree fall? No, it wouldn't matter. I'd still end up having to. You can't climb this. What you could do is go up to the top and come back down. Realize it's a long way to go to get around a few trees in the road. It'd work a lot better if I just fixed the trees in the road. But this is where I'm at, and this is where I'm going to stay because I have to go get ready for work. I'm going to see if I can take this up and over without the whole thing going to shit. Half the time the front wheels aren't on the ground. Now, if I just hopped in the grass, I'd be there already. Only reason it's taken so long is because I'm doing all this bullshit. But, you know, it's an experimentation, I guess. You'd never do it without the tree mod. And it's looking like she's running out of power. And it's gonna tip. Turn, you fucking wheels. Wrong way. I'm gonna have to put the brake on and try to get a manual connection. There's all sorts of shit that'll break off. The good stuff is on the wrong side. But imagine that's gonna break. All right, well, we'll back up a little. stop. Do the one that wants to take me over there. Fuck. I'm in no mood for this. I haven't even slept since yesterday. First I got home late from doing an oil change on my truck. Took it down to my ex-wife's house so my little guy could help. And then stayed for pizza. Got a late start to begin with. There she goes. Well, it's good enough. Thanks for watching. Picking up where we left off, only about a day later. That's the oven timer. I can stand these back up, get them back up on their wheels. Say the hell with trying to reload them again. Just get a truck with a crane down there so I can get the other two trucks off the bottom of the lake and finish laying out that bridge layer deal. But then I'm still left with the roadblock I was trying to go around, which is down here. So I thought I would take the top side. But with that top heavy load, the 12 by 12 wouldn't get up the hill, and then the whole thing it just kind of does a slow motion plop. So what I think I would like to do, yeah, that's my second of 3 bridge layers that I need to get down on there. I've expended so much time trying to go around the fallen trees. What do you say we just get rid of it? 2 service spare parts, which are right here. Okay, so now we go back to the garage. I've got trucks and trailers all over the place. This is a trailer that I was trying to utilize for something and didn't happen. The reason it's across the middle of the yard like that, God, I don't even remember. It was, I had that big long thing hooked up and I don't remember. It's inconsequential and it's not worth burning gigabytes over. Basically, it was in my way without a power unit under it. So I just bashed it this way and that way until I could get out of there. Um, this thing's got, this is the game trailer that comes with 2 cement on it. I'm not actually attached to it. I'm, I, I playing with the file system a little bit. Well, see, I've got a mod that will take your ordinary vanilla Tega 6436 and make quite the monster out of it. And now this is actually, I'm not sure if, let me look at it doesn't have a spare tire. So yeah, this is not Earl's 6436, which looks exactly like this, but this is a vanilla 6436 that looks just like the Earl's, only it doesn't have the spare tar. Earl's spare tire was only on the Earl's truck. All right? All right. Now, what job the 2 cement are for, I have no frickin' clue. I meant to push him. I'm thinking I could just stay under that one and put 2 spare parts on it. What uses... Hang on. Cliffside tree fall. Start tracking on that. No, that's not even the right one. But that also needs 2 spare parts. And what does shore collapse need? I don't think I ever went up there and found out what shore collapse need. I could reference the video the last 2 or 3 times I unloaded it, or I did it, but fuel for the masses, the farm, yeah, that's right. Cosmodrome, fuel's down in the corner. Let's not get sidetracked. I'm looking for which one uses that 2 cement. I apparently don't have it. This is the one I want the tracking on. I guess I don't have that. Well, tell you what I'm gonna do. I think, methinks, I'm going to, well, you know, and then I've got shit behind the building too. I've got another Tega 6436 over here. Not sure which one I want to use. Now this has Earl's spare tire on it. When I tried to hook it up to a high saddle trailer, it said there was a clearance issue. This also has, when you see this nice shiny fifth wheel with the line across it, that is a GGMS proprietary fifth wheel. It goes with the GGMS trailer package. That thing sitting over there, crossways of the lot. That other one laying on its side over there are two examples. There is a third, and there's probably more. There's one that's made like a car carrier. So you can pack vehicles on top and still carry freight on the bottom. I think. Never actually tried it. But when you see that fifth wheel that looks like it's freshly surfaced from the machine shop, that's this thing. Razor lower gooseneck. This has a ball to hook a gooseneck into. Now ordinarily, a gooseneck would hook into just a smaller version of a fifth wheel. What this guy did, and let me activate it. See that pop up? If you blink, you miss it. I'll do it from the side. A ball pops up out of the middle of the fifth wheel, and that's what your gooseneck attaches to. Why did it do that when I had gooseneck highlighted? It took a reboot to even be able to record this. So I don't know what's going on, but V, go down to raise lower, and we'll put it back down. Let me see if I can. Sure. This is not the Tega Tiger. This just has the tiger skin on it. See it disappear? You can run any fifth wheel trailer. You pop it up, you can mount the GGMS proprietary gooseneck. I don't know how much rotation to the left and right it's going to have. Will it only go so many degrees and stop, or will it go until the trailer tips over? Why don't we find out with that 6 spot over there that's not hooked to anything else? So I'll leave it like that. I was going to use the other one, but you know, Maybe I still will. I haven't made up my mind yet. The Kenny you see here is just where I dumped it when I didn't need it anymore. This thing, the reason it's in back of the shop and this one's out front is because this thing is kind of an animal, and that's what I was gonna do. I knew there was something I was going to do before I logged on, and it was gonna go, I was gonna go check and see. Uh, let's see if I can just hook it up. It'll do this too. If you go past 90 degrees, or if you go past 89 degrees to get to this 90 degrees position. If you find yourself in this position, it's not going to straighten out. It doesn't have the clearance to come back around. I don't want to say for sure, but I think that's why it's sitting like this, because I had to disconnect to get out from under it. But this version of see, I'm stuck here now. Ah, it came around. This version of the 6436 is kind of a wild child. What I was going to do is fix the steering a little. Maybe do something with the suspension. I don't know. I don't feel bad about altering this a little here and there because it's a mod anyways. It's just a tweak of a vanilla vehicle. Now this is a 6-spot trailer, and still not sure if I'm going to use that given that it's kind of a wild child. Let's go back to the map and you'll see the difference. You don't have to be sitting here with the joystick to see the difference between that one and this one. This has got some real nice rear steer. Maybe it doesn't have the 10,000 point spare tire that the Earls does, but now this was, I think the other one is Earl's. This one was not a mod in the first place. This is a vanilla vehicle that the mod turned into what you see in front of you. I'm not sure what it has in the way of repair points because I set it up yesterday. And this is a different day. Okay, it's got the crane. Now let's do trailer store. This thing can pull anything low saddle or anything GGMS. I do need to get another bridge layer down there. But first things first, we got 5 vehicles down there sitting on their sides. Or, well, 3 on their sides, 2 that are sunk, to be fair. Now this thing, I've never hauled anything with it. It supposedly only hauls, what was that? Hauled? Anyways, supposedly only hauls 4 units of freight. Shit for ground clearance. But it does this. Let me turn that around the other way. Transport semi-trailer. Now, if this wasn't hooked up, it would have the same ball thing for a gooseneck that goes up and down. Okay, let's hit enter. And then 5 to use transporter. That's right. The number pad doesn't work. You have to do it on the keys across the top of the keyboard. So escape. I wanted to, yes, there we go. Go to the trailer view. Now, excuse me, carbonated soda. Now, extend retract. Took me a while to figure out what that was actually doing. I had to be in this trailer view to see what happens. So now I put the ramps out. I actually lifted the trailer with the ramps. Did you miss it? Let's do it again. You see him concentrate on the ascent of the trailer. Now I could stop right there. They're out. Let's run them all the way out. And then the lower raise platform. Q&E. My brain's not working the best. It's the middle of the night. You know, in fact, being past midnight makes it 9/9, which is when we're all supposed to get access to Season 5. I was supposed to be able to do testing on Season 5, and then Saber could never get me on the game. The first 2 days that it was in testing, it was on Season 5 testing, was on Epic. I went over to Epic, I logged in, had to transfer from the Amur map to the Season 5 garage, and I did a couple recordings. And then they decide that they want to do the testing on Steam because they don't have a contract with Epic anymore. And that was the end of being able to do any testing. Now, what could I use? Let's go back in the garage. I know what I'm gonna use. I don't think I have one in storage. There's a meals tag. Let's use a meals tag. I was thinking about a bridge later, but you know what? As long as you have the bridge folded up, it won't attach to the trailer. But I want to try that. What happened to it? I never hit deploy. I can run through this quick. Yeah. In fact, this one I already have set up. I don't need to run through anything. I was gonna do the different gearbox. Force speed. I think from using it before, that's a 7 speed. I don't know which is better. I was using this one because I didn't want their off-road mode shit. Um, just put on the one that I don't have to buy. Raise strong. Yeah, it's got the winter wheels. It's got the offline winch. It's got all that, got all that. See, here's the GGMS prototype saddle. But of course I've got the bridge frame on it. And I've done all the rest. What happened? I took it off. That sounds like me. Leave garage and let's go buy a bridge. I found out the reason the one bridge is called tan because they have another bridge in white. The tan one is the easiest thing to get to. Now, a trailer will not pack to a trailer. Now, see, that's way too long to extend it out like that. But I don't think I tried packing it to a trailer with the bridge folded up and it wouldn't pack. Let's see what happens this time. Use the bridge. There we go. Playing mouse Russian roulette. I actually can just do it with the controller. It's this key and that key. Without the anchors, it floats the front end a little bit, but that's no concern when you're sitting in a parking lot. Close. Back her up. This might not even go on there. Might have to go with my original plan. Or just not go with a plan at all. And put a normal 6-spot on it. Like the quad axle. I don't see how this is going to go between the uprights. Nope. So you can't load a truck on it. Do I want to continue wasting time with this? I've been on half an hour and haven't done a damn thing towards clearing that roadblock or getting trucks turned over. Alright, I went in the garage. The oven was done, which means my onions are done. I cut up, I don't know, a dozen or so small onions like the size of a mandarin orange. Sliced them up, put some seasoning and butter on them, salt and pepper and butter, and wrapped them in foil. And there's a couple onions in each one. Wrapped them in foil and cooked them up for an hour. But I can't sit here going munch munch all night. I got stuff to do. Which brings me back to what I was just talking about. Had some stuff to do, so I just cut the video off for a second. I went in the garage and got me something that will fit on this trailer. So I need to switch back to the scout vehicle.
Handbrake release.
I just need a drink now. Wash the rest of that onion out of my teeth, so, well, onion slices out of my teeth, so I don't have to keep making noise. Okay, it's acting like there's an invisible wall to being able to actually utilize this trailer for how it was intended. What the fuck is it doing? All right. Well, we'll call that an experiment that failed. I've been thinking about just getting rid of this stupid trailer pack.
Handbrake engaged.
The 3 or 4 trailers that it has, now, this thing is worthless if you can't drive on it. I thought I'd take this with, and I could scout the rest of the map with it. But if you can't put a truck on it, what good is that? Or maybe you're only allowed to use the lower deck. Do you suppose that's what it is? With all the collisions and everything that have to be in place, maybe it only allows you to use the lower deck. I know this, I had this part going up and down once, but I don't remember how. And I can't seem to reproduce it. So raised platform. Well, it's going up. Then see it matches with the other one, and you could drive up there. In theory, when it's down, you could drive up onto this part. In theory. I haven't been able to put anything on it yet. And I'm still wasting time fucking around with equipment. I could just take that Kraz over there. It's got 2 spots worth open and go. Or the other one with the trailer on it, but I'd rather drive this one. You know, if I had to make a choice between the two. I could take the scout vehicle, put a rope to the bridge layer and go. But I need 2 spots of freight, so what was I gonna do? And all this changing truck back and forth to
Handbrake release.
do this or do that.
Handbrake
Whoops.
Handbrake release.
What's a Chevy pickup without a dent in the tailgate? Nope. Is it just the fat wheels? See, it always wants to climb one post or the
New
other.
answer, please.
And that was my bitch right off the bat when I
Cancel
tried to put
engaged
the
handbrake release.
when I tried to load the bridge layer. Come on. I guess if you're exactly perfect, you can get it up there.
Handbrake
I'm going to
engaged.
pack it just like that, and then hopefully still be able to put 2 units of freight on it. So when I had the top deck down, it's might have worked if I was really, really exact about getting between those posts, which is bullshit. How do you get anything on here bigger than a scout vehicle with that restriction? So I'm going to shut that off. That's my Duramax K2500 HD. At any rate, change truck. Start the engine again in order to use the controls. Go to there, that. Let's retract the ramps all the way. Apparently that's all the way. Pack truck. And let's go get a couple. Yeah, in here. I can't think of the word, but service spare parts. Away we go. We're actually leaving the shop to do something. 40 minutes in. Oh, and I wanted to drag that bridge layer along behind me. Then I've got the third one down there. That with that rear steering, these are kind of wicked to reverse in them. Come on. There we go. Gosh, one time it works, one time it don't. Now what the fuck is it doing up here? You know, this thing has a center hook. Maybe that's it. I was just going to say, this thing has a towing hook and then don't let you use it? What the fuck is that? But it looks okay. We can turn on the engine. Bring in the, let's see, take the brake off. What am I doing? I'm hitting enter to take the brake off. Okay. Now let's watch the bridge layer turn over on the way to pick up the spare parts. Yes, I know, I'd be down there already if I just taken that and split. Picking up some lag. Heard some unusual banging from the SN. That's the bridge layer, I would imagine. This is a long ass trailer to just put 4 units of whatever on it. That's in a rather inconvenient place. I was using that for equipment, and I can't make the damn mouse work. There we go. So now it says this trailer is a 6-spot. When I bought it, it said it held 4 units of freight. If I can put if I can put 4 spare parts on here, that would handle both of those tree falls. I understand this thing would have a different feel to it without pulling that heavy ass bridge layer behind it. Those are very heavy. Come on, get off the pole. See, the front wheels are barely making contact with the ground half the time because I'm pulling the bridge layer. And that was how that other trailer ended up laying on its side, because it was sitting there spinning, and then it starts cocking sideways, and I don't have enough traction on the front wheels to counter it. That's probably the bridge layer nosing in when you hear that rumble from the back. I'm trying to give the bridge layer enough room to get around the corner. No. Release winch. I'm not gonna mess with pulling the bridge layer down there. It's just too much of a detriment to the handling and everything else. Cargo management. Ah, it will carry cargo on top. That's how it gets away with 6 spots. But why do I want all that top-heavy freight? Can you... No. That's where it's going to carry it, no matter what you want. No matter what you want it to do. Well, that'll complete 2 fallen tree jobs, and I was just gonna go to the map and look for what Stargazer needs, and I remembered that I don't have a clue what Stargazer needs. What's the... Oh, that's probably just where you bring something, a vehicle, recovered vehicle or something. Now, just how top heavy is this damn thing? Like this. It can't be the bridge layer that was making that noise, because I dumped it off and it's still doing it. I think it's the ass end of this trailer hitting the ground. The suspension on this truck is a little high for it. And you raise the front up, the back end gets slower. As soon as we clear this fallen trees job, I'm going to split this up into another episode. This thing's a bitch to steer. Rocks back and forth. Center of gravity's way too high. Let's see, what else? I haven't found anything good about it, except that you could, in theory, have a couple vehicles down here while you hauled freight up there. On the other hand, if your vehicles were on top, then perhaps it would allow you to load the freight on the bottom. I could see it not letting us load freight down here because this is already occupied. I don't know. It would take more investigation, which I'm not doing right now. Okay. And I will gladly accept. Now I've got the other job is nowhere near this one. Oh, don't hit that. Ah, can I go across? You know, I could do just pull it, swing it out, and then bring it around, and it'll be far enough off the road to drive by it. I think I'm done with this one for now. I'm not going to do that other fallen job or anything right now. I just want to get that thing turned over and get it through the roadblock, or what was the roadblock. I didn't even realize it was that close to me until I spun the camera around. These things are such speed demons. I just don't know what to do with myself. They're so fast. This was my attempt to go around the fallen trees. I swear it was like every 10 feet it tips over again. So I've been making hour episodes with this. So I've been doing a lot of stuff, most stuff off camera. All right, well, I'm gonna cut this one here and I'll come back with another episode. Thanks for watching.